For millennia, the galactic order operated under one simple principle: life could only emerge on stable, habitable worlds. The classification system was absolute. Planets ranked above Class 5 were already considered extreme. Anything beyond Class 10? A barren wasteland of relentless storms, crushing gravity, or biohazards so severe that no sentient species could possibly survive. Then, Earth was discovered. A Class 13 Deathworld. At first, the Galactic Census Bureau dismissed the report as an error. No intelligent civilization could evolve under such conditions. Oxygen levels fluctuated wildly, atmospheric pressure shifts caused extreme weather events, and the planet was home to countless apex predators, lethal microorganisms, and natural disasters on a near-weekly basis. Even stranger? The dominant species didn't just survive, it thrived. When the anomaly report reached the Galactic Council, it nearly triggered a sector-wide emergency. No known civilization had ever emerged from anything higher than a Class 5 world. This defied everything. The Council feared the implications. If intelligent life could develop on a world so inherently hostile, what kind of beings had it produced? Panic spread through the scientific community. Xenobiologists argued over the physics of it. Shouldn't prolonged exposure to such a volatile environment have led to extinction, not intelligence? Some proposed that the reports were fabricated, a form of misinformation to disrupt the galactic order. But when long-range probes verified Earth's technological advancement, and FTL emissions were detected from the system, reality set in. The official decree was swift: Earth was to be quarantined immediately. No contact. No trade. No diplomatic recognition. The Council's reasoning was simple: if humanity was capable of enduring such a world, it was too unpredictable to risk introducing into the wider galaxy. Despite the quarantine order, the classified information leaked to the broader galactic network. The reactions were immediate. Some species recoiled in fear, believing that any race that survived a death world of such magnitude must be inherently violent, unstoppable, or worse, adapted for war beyond comprehension. Others dismissed it as exaggeration. But the ones who truly understood what this meant, they weren't laughing. They were preparing. For centuries, the Galactic Order had ensured its dominance by controlling which civilizations could ascend to spacefaring status. If a species evolved on a world too harsh, they were deemed unfit to join the interstellar community. In truth, most were quietly prevented from ever leaving their homeworlds. Earth was supposed to be one of them. The only problem? Humanity had already left. And that changed everything. The quarantine failed before it even began. Earth's first faster-than-light ship, the Endeavour, wasn't part of any invasion force, nor was it designed for war. It was a simple exploratory vessel, meant to map nearby systems and establish humanity's place in the stars. But the moment its drive signature was detected, it triggered a crisis that shook the entire Galactic Council. An emergency summit was called. The debate was heated. Some argued that Earth should be intercepted immediately, that this was an existential threat. Others urged caution, worried that any hostile action would provoke retaliation from a species they barely understood. But the simple truth was undeniable: humanity had reached the stars on its own, despite every attempt to prevent it. By the time a decision was made, it was already too late. The Endeavour made first contact with a neutral trade outpost in the Vorthal system, unaware of the growing hysteria surrounding Earth's existence. The crew expected diplomacy. What they found was fear. The outpost's inhabitants refused to disembark, communicating only through heavily encrypted channels. Their messages were laced with thinly veiled threats: leave now, before the Council acts. But it wasn't just fear. It was confusion. The aliens had expected monsters, hulking creatures adapted to an ultra-lethal world. They had assumed humans would have natural weapons, impossible physiology, or minds honed for violence. Instead, they were greeted by creatures that laughed, negotiated, and joked about the weather. Word spread fast. Humanity wasn't some nightmare predator species. It was normal. That, more than anything, unnerved the galaxy the most. How could something as unassuming as a human have survived a Class 13 death world? The answer was more terrifying than claws or fangs. Adaptation? Humans didn't need natural weapons. They built them. They didn't rely on innate defenses. They engineered solutions. Their greatest strength wasn't brute force. It was an ability to think, adjust, and overcome obstacles that should have eradicated them centuries ago. This realization sent shockwaves through the political landscape. The great powers of the galaxy were divided. The Pacifist Union wanted immediate diplomacy but feared humanity's potential. The xenophobic Dominion declared that humanity must be stopped before its adaptability disrupted the delicate balance of power. The Scientific Consortium demanded studies. If humanity could endure Earth, what else might be possible? And beneath it all, the first whispers of a deeper secret began to emerge. Earth's classification as a Class 13 death world might not have been an accident. Paranoia spread like wildfire. Across the galaxy, species that had never known war now prepared for the unthinkable. If humans could survive a Class 13 world, what else were they capable of? If they had endured a planet classified as uninhabitable, what kind of resilience had evolution forced upon them? Rumors spiraled out of control. Some believed humans had unbreakable bodies, immune to disease and radiation. Others claimed their history was one of endless war, their technological advancements born from necessity in a world that actively tried to kill them. Some even whispered that humans were a mistake, an anomaly that should have never been allowed to exist. What frightened the galactic powers most was what humans didn't do. They didn't demand territory, didn't posture with overwhelming force, didn't behave like a conquering species. They acted like explorers. That, more than anything, unsettled the Council. The fear turned to desperation. Proposals flooded in: blockades, containment protocols, even preemptive strikes. But no one wanted to be the first to test human endurance. What if they fought back? What if they won? The tipping point came when leaked intelligence reports revealed something even the Council hadn't expected. Earth's classification as a Class 13 death world wasn't just a warning. It wasn't just a mistake. It was deliberate. The classification system had been altered thousands of cycles ago, modified by an unknown entity buried deep within the bureaucratic structure of the Galactic Census Bureau. The data suggested that Earth had never even been surveyed. Its status had been decided before humans had even developed spaceflight. But why? Someone, somewhere, had ensured that Earth remained locked away. Someone had declared, long before humanity had ever left its atmosphere, that its people should never be allowed among the stars. And now, the galaxy was about to find out why. The revelation shattered what little stability remained. The Galactic Order, an institution that had stood for millennia, was exposed as something far more fragile than anyone had realized. If Earth's classification had been manipulated, how many other worlds had been quietly locked away? How many civilizations had been denied their place among the stars? Panic turned into something worse. Uncertainty. The Council was no longer trusted. The Dominion, once the most powerful faction, now faced internal rebellion as member species questioned if they, too, had been held back. The Pacifist Union hesitated, unwilling to make a move, while the Scientific Consortium was already racing to uncover who had hidden the truth, and why. And in the center of it all, humanity remained unbothered. They didn't demand apologies. They didn't seek revenge. They didn't even seem particularly interested in the political chaos they had accidentally triggered. They continued doing what they had always done, exploring, learning, adapting, That, more than anything, terrified the remaining galactic powers. Because humans had no need for empire. No need for conquest. And yet, they had already changed the balance of the galaxy forever. Old alliances crumbled. New factions rose. Entire civilizations, once silent and isolated, now spoke openly, questioning the authority that had once dictated their fate. For the first time in recorded history, the Galactic Order was no longer in control. Not because humans had overthrown it, but because their very existence had rendered it obsolete. Earth had never been meant to join the stars. But now that it had, the galaxy would never be the same.